got on my lap just as soon as about to go live, and I just have to give him a good scratch first. So, think of your question. Oh, bugs in your ears. Bugs in your ears. They're not bugs. They're wax in your ear. He gets very waxy. The quickest way to get him off my lap. Hi, Cheryl. The quickest way to get him off my lap is to give him hugs. They're like, no, I don't want hugs. I want pets. Hugs. Hugs. Oh, Growler. Okay. Taking you to my room now. To the studio. Just had to share my little orange kitty with you. He's an old man now. Like, I don't know, 8 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, something like that. Oh. Hi, Lena Reads Tarot. Hi, do you have a channel? Do you read tarot? Alright, so I'm gonna do flippy-roo, loo-loo, or flip-de-maloo. And get the board. Hi, Rainbow. Thank you for joining. I'm just gonna call you Goat because I'm not sure how to say the first name. Goat. Alvis, Vigis. So yeah, I'm not gonna try. All right, well, I just barely started, so welcome, welcome, welcome. I was playing with my kitty, or petting my kitty. Thank you, Rainbow. And I just had to share how cute he is. He hardly ever, hardly ever see Growler. He's been very elusive too, all through the hurricane. He acted kind of funny through the hurricane. And then after the hurricane, we had a generator, and he didn't really like it that much, but as long as it was cool inside, he was okay. But he was in and out a lot. He really didn't like the noises of all the machinery that we were having. And then the generator was gone, and then we had the AC units, and this wasn't big into the AC units. Now that we don't have the AC units in the windows anymore, I think he feels a little happier. And he was also, I think he was a little bit annoyed by the presence of the little kitten, but you know, he's okay. I don't think he cares one way or the other. He just really, I think mostly he didn't like the AC units and the windows because he's a Windows guy. He jumps in the windows. Hey, he jumps in the windows to get my attention. And then when he has stuff in the window, it's like, what's this blocking my trajectory? I was, I was gonna call it the live. Oh, what is this? Tuesday Night Live. Tuesday. I really don't have an actual plan for cards, but you know, we're in September now and we're out of retrograde, so I think we're just gonna get sort of, you know, I want to be a little bit, I actually kind of like being more specific than general because I like answering like real specific questions. Hi, Amira. And but I don't mind also, talking to spirit and stuff. Yeah, that's fine too. And I have all kinds of decks, but I'm thinking that we can use a Maybon again a little bit tonight, if anybody wants to get an idea about September and the equinox coming up. And I brought out a bunch of those other decks last time that were very philosophical and they were very nice, but I'm kind of like more in the mood for something more specific and practical. But I brought back the Angel Messages Tarot, which I love this deck a lot. So anyway, so whatever you like, I have it for you. Thank you for subscribing and liking. I so appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, those are those are the things I have by my side right now. Okay. So let's get this list started. Cheryl, you actually did come first, so you get to be on top of the list unless you can't be for some reason. Cheryl, and then Rainbow. And if I have time, I'd be happy to if I have time, yes, Lena, I will throw in a do you need a freebie? Because I can throw in a freebie at least one tonight. And yeah, maybe two. But we'll see how it goes. Like I don't mind a little bit slower nights and I can throw in some freebies for people and get off earlier. So I'm down with that. I'm down. So Cheryl, what we're this is kind of so basically what I do in case you're new and here on the lives, what I do is I create a list to help you know where you are. So this is who we're going to be reading, and I'll keep this for everybody to know what person's reading we're on. And then oh my gosh, my cats keep knocking everything down. My ball is like falling in the cracks again. I think that's Poe. He's such a little annoying boy. So, here we go. So, this is how we do. Okay. So what I do is, so if you look in the description box, you kind of can get an idea of how other people do the donations, and it's just suggested, it's just a guideline. You don't have to donate, but I do let the people who donate go first. And that being said, it gets filled up kind of quick, and most nights, and and I usually don't like to go past 2 hours. I get a little, I get tired, so I try to do as much as I can in that allotted time. So basically, that's why I created this list, because I've come to find I usually can get about 5 to 6 people within the 2 hours, depending on how long the readings are. And if people donate around $10, then I'll give them a nice reading. If you donate $5, a little bit shorter, but not any less good, perfect. I truly try hard to answer a question. And then if you just want general messages or you want some kind of um, spiritual message, then well, I just take my time until I feel like, we've got a message, basically. So that's how it goes. So Cheryl wants to know how this week will be after having a difficult weekend. You know, I don't want to give away too much like personal information, but in a reading I saw I saw multiple choices here. So I think the fact that you have this alternative choice is actually maybe what all this good energy is that's supposed to be coming to you. So let's see how this week will look for you. Okay. Let's go with the angel messages first. I feel like I saw more than one person, more than one person that you would be working with. I don't know if you remember that. And I was gonna say something like, I see this other person you might be working with, but I didn't say it. I felt it, but I didn't say it because we were mainly focused on one situation. Anyways, so, oh, you made 2 videos today? Very cool. Did you are you just using your hands? Are you using your face? Are you doing tarot cards? What kind of videos are you making? We have Lena reads tarot. That's an excellent name. People will really be attracted to that. Gets right to the point. Okay, let's see how this week will be. Hi, Bree. Been a while. I know, you got me. Making YouTube shorts and also showing my face. Okay, cool. But like what subject matter? Like are you doing the whole tarot thing or spirituality stuff or something different? Or just saying hi to people? I need to do more shorts. I need focus. I think I'll be able to start focusing again pretty soon though. The energy is getting easier now, where I'm not as distracted with other things. And I finished another card in my tarot deck, so I'm like really excited about that. And my updated version of the Sentimental Silhouettes is coming in, so I'm kind of excited about that too. This one that I made, that's all like holographic and you can barely read it. I decided to make another version that's easier to read. Okay. Ooh, all right. You have the Four of Earth, frugalness, extravagance, control. You have the King of Air. And this is knowledgeable, objective, and respected. Nice. And you have the Two of Earth, balance, prioritization, and playfulness. Very nice. Well, I'm going to use the book, but before I'm feeling already energy coming through that. So with the Four of Earth, I'm feeling, generally speaking, it's about how you save your money. But I think it's too kind of like spending time wisely. It is a little kind of like that card that you had. I think you got that card last time, which was called efficiency, being efficient, where it's efficiency is like being able to use your time and money wisely and everything running like without a lot of waste and being productive without a lot of waste. So I feel like that's kind of the energy here. It's like being productive without a lot of waste. Like I think this person, this King of Air is very smart. They know exactly what they're doing. You respect him, everyone else respects him. The way he communicates is going to be very specific with, without a lot of waste. It's going to get to the point. It's going to make you understand without without being too complicated, or yeah, I'm getting kind of like being not being too complicated. Okay. And then the balance and this one is really cool because this is specific to this deck is playfulness. I don't hear playfulness all the time for two of Earth or Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is that guy juggling and balancing thing. Oh, Growler followed me into the room. He might even sit in my lap. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, that playfulness is that's really cool, okay? Because certain activities fun when you don't take them so seriously, right? And so I think it's going to be a really good combination of intelligence, clear instruction, whatever, but also kind of a lighthearted energy. So let me go through each one separately though. So Four of Earth, sometimes I see this as like, this could definitely be a money situation, and it doesn't have to be directly related to any workout or anything like that. But it's just asking you to reflect on your relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely, or are you possibly tucking away a bit too much? Are you being too frugal? Generally, I don't think you are, but I think you're generally balanced. But anyway, it's important to look at your financial health in a balanced way. I also see the Four of Earth as like a person who knows how to save money. But I'm feeling the efficient energy right now, so strong. Like not expending unnecessary, this is the message. Okay, not expending unnecessary energy. Like in other words, like when you take a swing or whatever, it's not about all the energy in the about it's like just it's like about this much, it's like that's the energy. It's not all of this, that's waste. This is the something like that. That's what I'm seeing in my head, some kind of efficient way of using energy. And so, but of course, we're not. I don't want to distract from the financial message. So let's look at that too. I just think that okay, yeah. It's just a lot of like it has to do with volunteering. It has to do with causes. It has to do with ways you spend the money and the ways you hold on to money. So all of those kinds of things, you're just kind of like deciding for yourself. But I think truly the message here really has to do with this efficient energy, because there's a question to ask yourself too. Am I giving of myself too freely, or am I holding back too much? So, giving and holding back could be another thing that is discussed when it comes to, um, you know, your activity. Like, maybe somebody says harder, or somebody says softer, or somebody says more direct, more, what's the word I'm like, more calculated, more to the point. This is what I keep getting from the King of Air, like this to the point kind of energy. It's not frivolous. It's not too loose. It's very direct. Yes. So Mr. King of Air, here he is. So Cheryl says, I want to spend my money on who is worthwhile to spend it for my training. And I think that makes total sense in this situation. And the money is going to Mr. King of Air, who is, as a person, he's somebody experienced who provides advice that you can completely trust. He is a professional with no nonsense attitude, shrewd ideas, brilliant mind, a diplomat, inspiring speech of respect, a natural born leader who's fair and impartial but can be emotionally unavailable, which maybe is a good thing. You know, like this is not going to be somebody that you'll crush on and somebody that treats you completely professionally and doesn't flirt with you or, you know, what I mean, acts all inappropriate. Not at all. No, but you'll feel comfortable. You'll be able to laugh with him, you know, and you'll be able to be at ease with them. But at the same time, this is a person that's no nonsense, you know. In the situation, um, you're you're being called to be a spokesperson in the cause closest to your heart. So this is so interesting because this hinted a little bit on causes and charities, and this talking a little bit about causes and charities as well. So maybe there's something that something that brings in the situation, or this person brings this out in you or something like that, or something comes out of this situation that has to do with charities, something like that. But there's some kind of cause coming out of it. um, yeah. And you have important things to say, and people need to hear them. Don't worry. Your angels will give you the perfect words to use in any situation. I feel like your communication with this person is going to be so flawless. They understand you, you understand them. There's no problem understanding directions, basically, instruction. And there's no problem him understanding your needs as well. Hey, Terry. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's good that you're here now because I'm always happy to have you here. So, um, so this could refer to you or him or both of you. Time has given you or him the experiences and the expertise to be teacher and mentor to those around you. You have all the right words to speak up. So definitely don't hold back. Like anything that's bothering you about what happens, you definitely can speak up and you'll be very kind and respectful about it. In fact, I mean, you may not want to talk situations, but you can say, may I didn't feel the most comfortable in another situation, but I wanted to try something else. You may or may not want to say that. It's up to you, but I think that you'll automatically feel that way with this person. Um, and this is also you standing up for what's right. And this could also be him saying, well, you know, I believe in doing things a certain way, and this is my method, and I feel like you get, you know, you'll like it. Okay, good, 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 good. I think y'all are going to be on the same wavelength, and I think appreciates what you already has told him, and he's going to take that into account because I think also I feel like there's I feel like he doesn't appreciate people who are taken advantage of. He doesn't like that. So he's to stand up for you too. Like wants to be good to you, stand up for you because of yeah, he doesn't like that you were taken advantage of. All right. So yeah, and he feels very much like a professor or something like that. Somebody who is very matter of fact. So yeah. Yeah, I feel a bit of protectiveness from him, but yeah, but sort of an unemotional protectiveness, you know, it's you know, professional in a professional way. Kind of in a almost a fatherly way, even if they're more of a fatherly way. All right. So the two of earth is it's like okay, so this this activity that you'll be doing be defined in this card the week as well. So look at the week as a whole and look at the training as well as also defined in this card. So the week feels like a lot's going to happen. You have a lot of activities, you have to plan things, you have to kind of keep on your schedule about when you know, different things are going to happen. Then also specifically in training, it may feel like a lot is happening at once. So so you may feel moments of like overwhelmed, right? But I think he'll listen, explain to him how you're feeling in that moment, and he'll slow it down or break it down or whatever needs to happen. So It's so yeah, so it's the card of juggling so many things at the same time, but doing it happily. So you're happily doing a lot of things at the same time. Um Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming, but I think generally it's exciting. So it's exciting, exhilarating, um and challenging, but in a good way. Playful energy is good. Here's a very strong message. Take mini breaks to laugh with a friend or do something that stimulates your inner child. So make sure you look at this as fun. It's serious and fun. It's serious fun. Um, and it's good for you, this good serious fun. Um, and then make sure that when you do stop working for the day, you get rest and enjoy your downtime. So it's going to be exhausting too. It's going to be tiring. So make sure you get plenty of rest and water and all the other things you need to balance this activity. That's good. That's good. So, and Two of Earth also is about finances too, a little bit. But I just feel like just be a little bit cautious. Like, okay, say, like you have, okay, I'm just gonna give an example from myself. So let's say I have a gym membership and I go to the gym and I work out, and then somebody comes and says, I want to be your trainer. And I was like, how much is that? That's gonna be an extra $100 a month. And like, okay, that's fine. And then somebody else comes along, is like, hey, you should do cycling. That'll be an extra $20 a month. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then somebody else says, you should do um swimming, and that'll be, in other words, it was like just like it's like tacking on a whole lot of things. Or like when there's sales, or buy one get one free, or do this or do that, and it sounds exciting and stuff. And I feel like the message is like, prioritize what what you're going to spend on, right? Focus on specific things, and don't do too many things, and don't spend on too many things. Spend on specific things and do specific things, and rein it in a little bit, like just, and make sure you balance those activities with the rest as well. And your rest can be just simply being restful at home. It doesn't have to be like spending money on a spa or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's just talking about the way, you juggle in money or whatever. Just thinking about balancing those kinds of things. But I think overall, like, I think you're very savvy about these kinds of things. So don't worry too much. That's just like a little side message. But just, yeah. And I don't think it's going to be, I think money situation for most of us in September will be okay. Where Mercury's gone direct, we got new moon energy. I think we're going to find our dime goes a longer way now, and things are a little more efficient. So you don't feel like you're wasting money as much as you might have felt before. But at the same time, it's not a green light to just go crazy, still budget things. So, just make sure your eyes are open to any opportunities that angels send you. Make choices just very judiciously, carefully, weigh things a lot back and forth, and just think about it a lot. Don't be all too overly spontaneous and overly um um what's the other word I'm looking for? What Aries is. You're not like, I mean, you're a Taurus. You are this person. You are very cautious and deliberate, and you think through things. But sometimes we don't know where it comes from, but sometimes we get impulsive. So try not to be too impulsive and overly impulsive or overly spontaneous, basically. There's nothing wrong with that every once in a while. I just feel like that message for this particular week is, don't be impulsive, and don't be, yeah, don't be I was about to say ambitious. Ambitious is okay. You know, that could be within the training itself. So it could be like, um, take it slow and don't like push yourself too far too soon. Okay. So, because the angels are saying that they're concerned that you're doing too much, and they want you to find the fun in it. So be sure to slow down and laugh a lot. And laughing is good. Especially, yeah, you should be laughing a lot. That's my so my advice to you was gonna be, and I was like, no, 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 don't give your Scorpio advice because Scorpios like revenge, okay? And I try not to get revenge. My revenge is natural. It's living life well, you know? But if I was going to really fully be Scorpio, I would laugh very loudly so people could hear how happy I am and how much better my life is the way it is now instead of the way it was. But that's just me being thinking petty Scorpio thoughts, so don't listen to me. All right, so but yeah, just be sure just to balance things. And here's the angels want to let you know this though. They are going to, if you just allow them to, they will do stuff for you. They will warp time for you to help you find the bandwidth to simultaneously enjoy life and work and life and play and all of it. So if you find yourself kind of short on time, instead of trying to make room for everything, maybe just ask the angels, say, hey, angels, I could really use a time warp right now where I can fit in everything I want to do. And they'd be like, well, that's an interesting thought. So let's see if we can do that for you. So try that, too. Um, so, and then you can ask them just like, is there some way you can make sure that this doesn't seem overwhelming? Then, thank you, Lena. And so here is, it's just going to be a fun change. It's going to be a lot of multitasking. It's like keeping your day job but doing all this extracurricular activities and balancing life and living frugally. Those are just your main keys for the week. So that's good. All right, so let's see now. Let me get anything specific. Ooh, you have the storks, which is excellent. This is an addition into your life, your schedule, and I'm going to be very happy. It's something new, some kind of movement, some kind of new direction, some kind of addition into your life that's fun and exciting and good, and it brings you joy. And we have like sort of a partnership here, a happy partnership. And then we have the tower. The tower is in the Lenormand, of course, is happy tower. The tower, it feels like maybe you'll have some contracts or things that you have to fill out, paperwork and things. Um, Something maybe having to do with a business location or apartment or school or office or something like that having to do with. Also, for I don't know why I always see the tower as the tall person. So it could be a tall person you're dealing with. And I'm feeling like, so some of the, like you have some fun things that you have to do, but you also have to just deal with the daily grind and government things, things, organizations, and that was a side that was a side message that came out, organizations and charities and stuff and causes. So there could be something that comes up. that attracts your attention maybe to the end of the week. And like, since the angels are saying look up for opportunities, there could be something else, but be careful about, budgeting things in your time. But this could be something that you might want to add, maybe not this week, but something to add into your life, because it seems like it's going to be fulfilling. It's very ambitious, another ambitious, and see, I use that word ambitious, but I mostly didn't want you to be, I didn't want you to be impulsive. So, but you might want to end up being ambitious. That's a little more Taurus than impulsive. So, ambitious. You're gonna get to the ambitious. You're gonna graduate and get higher and get closer to the ambitious stuff. Maybe not this week, but maybe by the end of the week, that's the feeling. This feeling of you kind of thing. Let's see anything else. Let me get a. Yeah, I know you are. I know you're careful. You know what? I'm gonna get you for this week. I'm gonna see the energy oracle. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, very good, very good. This is exactly the card that I was thinking about when I was looking at yin and yang. And so I think you're in an action cycle. You're in the yang cycle. But action to me is equated to like Aries, for example, and like, or fire. And Aries is about so this is saying yes, action without the impulsiveness, action without being careless or uncautious. Also, I'm feeling like, trainer will also be action with being also having like a very balanced yin yang approach, action, but being also cautious and not being too aggressive or impulsive. This is real interesting too. Adjacent possibilities. This feels like a choice. It's almost like it's all in the same place, but you made a different choice of people to depend on, in other words, or it's like in this, or like being in the same office building, but you're working in a different department now, or something like that, but also within your training. Similarly, it's like you're in the same building or same place, but you're in a different, with a different person and a little different situation. Okay. And then on top of all of it, you got the sun. The sun shines on the whole reading, so the whole week is going to be good. Good and sunny and bright and cheerful and happy. Only, as long as you keep everything balanced, I think everything is going to be great. You're going to have your usual soreness and things like that comes from activity. The sun is saying new beginnings and great creativity. The sun brings blessings to the earth, and this card portends blessings in your own life as well. And just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing new life in the spring and the summer, this is your time for a new beginning, the onset of nurturing new light in your life, the light of divine inspiration and personal growth. And it also could be great creativity and a culmination of important things. So could even have something to do with your writing as well, because that's, birth of a baby, or the writing or publication of a book, or even the birth of a new you. And now is the time to put your energy into expressing your truth and vision. Visualize the light of divine love pouring into your heart and mind like the rays of the sun, bringing inspiration, growth, and abundant blessings. See the future you want to create and know the sun is shining on your intentions now. And your affirmation is this: my heart and life to the creative inspiration of divine love. I choose to create happiness in every new day. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. So nice. I really think you're gonna have a really good time with this person, this trainer. He is perfect. And you'll find fun, and you're already laughing, so that's a good sign. And life is gonna just feel a little bit busy, but I feel like it's a happy busy. Just make sure you stay hydrated and balanced. And you know. Yes. I'm hearing this doesn't have to do with you, but there's a phrase in the song, laugh just a little too loud. And it comes from the song, let's give them something to talk about. Well, that's not the part of the song that I want you, that's coming out for you. It's just the laugh a little bit too loud. Laugh a little too loud part comes out. Laugh just a little too loud. And what else? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Let's give them something to talk about. Yeah, so enjoy. Be happy. Good. Rainbow, tell me what's going on. How is your house? Are you decorating? What's going on? Are you pregnant? What is happening? Talk to me. There's a lot of flies in my house. It's the cats just like to come in through the window. And then they don't come in through the window very fast. They just meander through. I'm like, look, you're going too slow. Get in here, or else the bugs are gonna come in. Yay, finally moving in tomorrow. Okay, okay, okay. Do you want a little feng shui reading? Oh, I want to give you a feng shui reading, Rainbow. But maybe I can just do it for a private reading for you. And it'll be just sort of my freebie, I love you feng shui reading. Okay, general messages. General messages for Rainbow. Ooh, you got Justice coming out. So who else? Eight of Water. It feels like the search is over, you know. You walked away, but you're walking towards the angel. Justice is yours, though. Fairness, the law, karmic rewards. This is a win in your favor. Also, it's like high. It's the major arcana, so it's more like cosmic forces protecting you. Justice is saying you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Rest assured that only fair and honest decisions will be made when you receive this card. If events have had you feeling anxious and uneasy, take heart. Embrace your personal power and stand up for your beliefs so that things can develop in a way that bring you peace. Okay. If anybody's been unfair to you, just know the universe and the angels are balancing things, like it's like karma, karma's a bitch. When karma comes around, what goes around comes around. Anybody who's wronged you, and it's not for, nothing that you need to do. Just know that behind the scenes, they're getting their just due, and you are as well, but you are getting karmic rewards. And if you find yourself in a position to decide what is right or wrong, then just let love be your guide. Base your decisions not just on the letter of the law, but also on the spirit of kindness, balance, and understanding. And the angels are saying, don't worry. We've got this. Stay in integrity in all your actions, and we will make sure truth and fairness prevails. So the eight of, okay, I'm feeling like you're approaching a loving situation. There could be somebody maybe this week that triggers you or pushes your buttons. This doesn't have to do with your house. This just could be, I don't know who it is, somebody that, I don't know, doesn't all, and it's not like a big deal, it's not like a huge argument. This is just something minor. And you're going to make good choice. You're going to make a good choice. You're going to, like, instead of engage or be rude or whatever, you're going to walk away, or this person's going to step away. If the person steps away, then let them step away, because they may need to walk away before they say something they regret. So just be aware of that. If somebody walks away from you, let them walk away, and then you'll be able to talk about it later, because they just need a moment. I think that's the only really problem, the thing with Eight of Cups. It just feels like everything is fine. Just might be somebody, who needs a timeout, but the angels are there taking care of it. So, and see, this is too. It's like you don't have to create the karma for somebody. You don't have to. You don't have to be the judge of anybody. You don't have to, like, be the one to make the punishment or do anything like that. Karma is going to take care of somebody else's punishment, and also karma is going to take care of your rewards. So I feel like you can like wipe your hands clean of a situation and let it unfold all by itself. And I think that's what this means too. It's like the angels got this under control. Okay, I'm going to give one more card, because it feels kind of weird and ambiguous, this message. But we need a good sunny card. Got several cards came out, but I think the star card is the best one for you, because, and it's funny because I was working on the star card. My daughter is the star, and I finished my tarot star card tonight, and I'm like excited. I think it looks cool. I'll share it with all of you guys. Terry will get to see it first, because she's a Patreon, and as soon as Sierra sees it, post it up on my Patreon page, and then maybe a little bit later this week I'll post on Instagram, if anybody wants to see it there, and then I may print it out and I'll share it with you maybe Friday when we go live. You can see it, possibly. We'll see. But it makes me feel happy. I feel like I did it justice, more or less. Like, I incorporated some of the things she wanted in the card, and I was like, really? Okay. But I'm glad I did it. I think it's going to be perfect. So anyway, And yeah, tonight, just before we came on, I was writing the little poem that it's not a poem, it's just kind of like a little message about each of my major arcana card. I write a little story about it, and I've been doing that for everybody's cards. So it just so I was trying to think, what do I say about this? And so I came up with something that seems pretty good to me. Pretty good. Anyway, so the star is inspiration, fulfillment, faith, birth, renewal. It feels like um, it's time for gratitude and joy. The star you see on this card is the light at the end of the tunnel. Challenges fade away. Wonderful new experiences enter your life. Your angels encourage you to feel great optimism and hope. Show confidence in yourself and know that your newfound inspirations are divinely orchestrated and your ideas will be fruitful. It's a good time to make long term plans for the future. Consider this card to be like the candles on a birthday cake. Close your eyes, smile, and make a wish. This is good. This is like renewed enthusiasm, spiritual joy, dreams realized, and listening to your guidance. And the angels want to tell you, we are so happy for you. You are headed into a time of enchantment and joy. Be awake to the awareness that you have co created this moment with the universe. Let yourself feel the magic. Okay, and that being said, I want to do just a little feng shui with you, just real fast, just a little hint at it. Where did my book go? Let's see. Did I leave it out there? Is it in here? Mm-hmm. So, um, I want to go in more detail with you, maybe later, maybe in an email reading. But for now, I'm just going to show you something basic. Let's see if I can give you some basic. Here we go. All right, so feng shui is about qi, energy. It's about the way energy flows in your house. And so one of the things that you can do to have very beautiful energy flow through your house is create the this kwa. It's called pa kwa. You place it over your house, and so you can see what sectors of your house need what kind of energy, and each energy is connected to the elements. So this is kind of a floor plan of my house. And so basically what I did is I drew these lines that represent the different areas, and then that circle with the center. And so now I know what areas are um, are are connected to what. And basically we have south, north, and south. We have west and east, southwest and northwest. Northwest, southwest and northeast, northwest and southeast. And each one is connected to a different element. So south is connected to fire, North is connected to water, west is connected to metal, and east is connected to wood. And so that's kind of like the basic. We can get into more, but each so there's colors that you can use. There's different objects you can use in each room of the house, and then each room also can be made and can be designed in this way. And so that's just one little phase, one little tiny explanation, beginner explanation. And if anybody wants to know more about this, I would love to sort of teach what I know about feng shui, because it's something that I've incorporated in my homes and in my life, help bring positive chi in my home. You can do the same thing outside in the garden. And they say that bringing feng shui in the garden outside is not just the garden, but just your landscape in general. Every sector of your house is even gives you better chi. Even if you can't get it right inside, if you get it right outside, then that's like really, really bringing in the positive energy. And so a lot of it is connected to colors, and the children room, it would be anything having to do with children is great on the west side of the house, but it doesn't have to be. In every room, you can have a mix of elements. It just because, like, for instance, this room that I'm in right now, it is the southwest sector of my home. And this, where is it? Kitchen, man. Yes, that's my front door. Okay, so right here, and I'm sitting right here. And so this sector is the southwest sector, and it's the love sector. It's all about love and romance. So isn't that perfect, right? And then this sector right here between these two bedrooms is the fame sector. So I'm kind of in a good spot here. Got both of those energies. Actually, when I used to go live, I used to sit at this window facing fame, but I mostly face love right now. Anyway, so that's just a little bit. Hi, Pisces 22. Yeah, I sure am. That's just a little bit, and I would love to do more like that if you're interested. And you can do neutral colors through your whole house if that's what you like, but in each room you just add a little element that gives the chi that you're looking for. There's all kinds of ways to. I just love designing, and I love looking at design shows, and then feng shui is like spirituality plus design. So it's perfect for me. So suggested donations are in the description box, like how much would make sense according to how big of a reading, how long of a reading. If you would just like a real quick freebie, that's okay too. But I'm gonna do a little freebie for Lena right now. She's here. I don't know if, oh yeah, and Terry's here. Hey, I just wanted to ask about a person I met at work. He seems very interested. I just want to ask, will he make a move anytime soon? Okay, let's ask. Uh, let's see. Let's see what this stick says. This is the sentimental silhouettes, also called his feelings. That might say something. If this doesn't, then we'll ask the Letterman. Ooh, he is encouraged. Something about you is encouraging him. Ooh, yeah, I think he wants to. This is saying, I will win your heart no matter what it takes. You are so precious to me. Okay. But, like in a smaller degree, I feel like he may be thinking about you. Thank you. Okay, and you have empowered. So yeah, he's feeling very interested in making a move, feeling good, like I can take on anything. Want to take me on? I don't know if he's sending you any kind of subtle hints, but if those subtle hints don't work, then he might like actually make a big move. Let's see. Okay. He may be feeling confused, like, does she like me? I can't tell. And I think he just wants a little encouragement from you. He's saying, feeling a little uncertain about what to do next, give me a sign. So this is the kind of guy who wants to like make a move, but he's not 100, like he's like all sure in his feels and really good. And then he goes into doubt, like maybe she don't like me. Maybe I should forget all about it. And he just needs a sign from you, some kind of sign, like a smile or a hi, baby. Oh, pumpkin's here. That means romance is near. And so maybe a little smile or gesture of some sort, something, giving like the eye. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's hard. It just depends on the person. Sometimes, we can be subtle and guys like make a big deal out of it. And sometimes subtle guys don't even have, don't take the clue. So, but I think something may be happening where you'll be able to spend some time together. This usually means by the next holiday, something may develop or may happen. And that could be by Halloween. Y'all could be spending some time together by Halloween, maybe. Um, so it's time to party. Somebody has a gift for you. Let's share this special day together. Unless there's like a birthday coming up or somebody else's birthday coming up, there is there's a time where you might be actually spend some time together, maybe a carnival, and he'll win you a prize or something like that. Let me just verify just a little bit. Where did I leave it over there? Again. I like to use this one. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Give him a little wink wink. Well, he's gonna make a move this season by autumn. This season, this harvest season, he will be making a move. I mean, I can't narrow it down much more than I feel like by Halloween, but it's gonna be this. I feel like you're gonna see a shift in love this during the fall, autumn. It's gonna be a new love phase for you. So that seems positive. Yes, I definitely gave him approval signs, but I'm shy. All right. Well, if he seems interested and he's not too shy, then I think he'll be the one that makes a move. But definitely keep looking like keep him encouraged, like he's encouraged, but keep encouraging him. He's like, he felt so encouraged and emboldened, and then suddenly he got a little nervous. So maybe because I don't know, maybe something made him think. But guess what? Pumpkin just jumped into my lap and she's kissing my chin. Okay, that's a good sign. That means he's gonna make a move. Yes. She says, yes, he likes you. He looks at your lips and wants to kiss your lips. But he's not going to do anything like that. Are ready for it? Yeah, so I feel like yes. Thank you, Pumpkin. Oh, and he's cuddly. He's a cuddler. Oh, yes. Yeah. You're welcome. And Pumpkin says, you're welcome. My pleasure. I kiss my mommy anytime to prove a point. All right. But I'm kind of hot. She's like, oh, it's not like in the winter when I'm all cold and mommy hugs me all nice and I get all warm with her. It's still hot in this house, but it's not as hot as it was. I mean, it's hot in this room. This is a hot room, right, Pumpkin? All right. So next we'll get to you soon, Pisces. I'm going to add you to the list. But first we got Terry. And I believe that's all the free readings we'll be able to do tonight. But come back on Friday. Coffee. It was in the paper. I texted him my condolences. Reply was wrong number. Do you think that was him? Wow. Okay. Let's see. What Pumpkin? Was it him? No? Was that Charlie? She's not feeling the love. Okay, let's see. Which one? I'll use this one, I guess. No, I feel like was that Charlie's telling Terry one number? House, heart, clouds, letter. I need one more. Maybe he actually did get a new number. Tree. The clouds is ambiguous. It means like it's uncertain. And the letters obvious is a message and it's uncertain. You got a response and there's uncertainty about it. But the house and the heart and the tree is body and health and karma. I need to sit with this because I'm not feeling a straight and because relationships. Mm. Maybe it's maybe a female in his life read it. Normally I would see sort of like, okay, let me clarify with, let me see, with the kipper. So, okay, I think that's you, mature woman. Child. Sudden wealth. Despair. It's like he lost something, but he lost a lot. He lost a lot. But I'm not seeing that he got this message. Maybe a kid picked it up. Like maybe his child saw the message and said wrong number. Yeah, and the long distance. Okay, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to the tarot and see if I can understand it any better. It feels so ambiguous to me. Don't see a rejection. I see he's like, I don't think if anything's happening, it's not him consciously doing anything. That's what I see most of all. Oh, wrong number. Stop texting. Did you say more than one thing? Like my condolences and that's all you said? Okay. So maybe he's oh, well, okay. Uh it's possible that this person, there's somebody that has Charlie's number now and they're getting a lot of texts that are annoying from all different sources. Maybe a lot of the political stuff too, and then there's just a lot of, could be something like that. But let me just see. I was just kind of getting the feeling that he is like really in this and in this energy of his loss, and that it's not, and um anything, if he wrote anything to you, which I don't, like, I'm feeling like he's not conscious or aware of this. So either he didn't do it, or he didn't realize who it was, or something, somebody did it for him. And you know what I mean? Like, he was not fully aware of the text. But let me just check. Like, Spirit, tell me if he was like purposefully rejecting Terry. No, he's not purposely rejecting you. He's distracted. He's distracted in all of this stuff that's going on with them. And so I don't, it's either A, not his number anymore, B, somebody else answered for him and he doesn't know that they did. And I think those are the main two choices. It's either not his number or somebody answered for him, but in either case he's not really aware that that happened. So it's not a rejection, but it is him being very distracted with his loss. And yeah, I feel like it's very likely that it could be a new number. I mean, highly likely. Let me see. And you have the King of Air and the Ace of Air. He's very, and see, it's weird that we have this kind of child energy here. So like maybe a child spoke for him, or he's not in his, okay, so third possibility is he's not in his right mind, not right in his right mind to talk. But I feel like he's not, all scenarios, he's not intentionally like rejecting you. So in the first scenario, he doesn't, he's so involved in the situation, and that's not his number. In second scenario, he's very involved in the situation, and somebody's been like fielding his calls because he just doesn't want to talk to people. And in the third situation, it might have been him, but he's like not purposely trying to reject you. He just doesn't feel like talking. Something like that. Let's see. So Ace of Air is not bad though, and neither is this King of Air. The King of Air though shows a lack of emotion. And okay, like you know, and I know, and anybody who's lost somebody in their life knows how people grieve differently and stuff. So in my case, when my dad died, I went to work. I mean, of course, took a certain amount of time off. But when I went to work, people at work, and I've told this story before, were kind of annoying to me because I'm like, how's your dad doing? I'm like, he's dead, Like, I mean, I just didn't know how to handle dumb questions. I just wanted to, I was just not in the right, I was not in the right place to talk to people or answer people. And um and one of the things that I did to get through all of this was kind of think of my heart as covered, or like my heart was in an ice box. So in order to get through it, I had to be kind of cold. So that's kind of what the King of Air kind of gives me, those kind of vibes, like trying to be emotionless in order to make it through every day. And so I mean, I think because King of Air represents a fair and impartial person, like he's not purposely trying to do anything harmful, but he's being emotionally unavailable. I'm kind of thinking he's not physically well because there was no service or not or no publicly anyway. And I've been like that's interesting because there's a recent person that passed away recently at my singing, my singing think place, my German singing group, and he didn't have a service. And I've been seeing that come up recently, and it's kind of sad. It's like, well, I guess that's normal, but it's just people have different ways of you know dealing with the passing of people. But I guess just kind of more. I think I see things more traditionally, but at the same time, it makes sense to do things the way the person would have wanted, and also how other people can cope. And especially if all the responsibility fell on him too, maybe, and also financial responsibilities are it's hard to. They had a public one for his dad. That's very weird. That's very strange. But yeah, um could be. It could be. I could find out. I could look into more how he's doing, but he's definitely like in an emotion, of course he's in an emotionally difficult place, and he's kind of I guess his mental health may be difficult right now. Um, Charlie said it was his fear he would still be in a wheelchair when she died. Oh. Hmm. Oh, and the child keeps coming out. Like being the child, like his inner child is he lost his mom, it's like it's just weird. It's like this like little child has come out. Um I feel like though the Ace of Air, like he's gonna get back going again. I feel like he's on his feet somehow. Like even if it's emotionally on his feet, he'll get back on his feet. You'll also you too. Don't let this dampen things for you. Keep keep moving on. And also like there's a kind of a communication. Okay, so maybe, if it says not to text him, don't text him, but definitely like spiritually send him some positive vibes, and he may reach out, he may reach out when he's if this was his number, he may reach out when he's ready. But I think he may reach out if you start thinking about him and sending him positive energy. Huh. It's interesting. It says here with the Ace of Air, misunderstandings or hurt feelings is going to be dealt with right away in a kind and compassionate manner. And this represents a better mental health. So I feel like he may reach out to you when he feels mentally ready. Whether he saw that text or not, whether it is his number or not, I feel like he sent, like spiritually he's going to sense you and reach out to you anyway. Um yeah. But I'm sorry for him and his situation. But the Ace of Air gives me hope for him, like that he's gonna pick himself up and get back into he'll get back to communicating soon. He'll get back to he just has to adjust to this new situation, but he's feeling really, really, really sorry, and he's and feeling really like a kid again, like a child, like he is the child that doesn't have a mom anymore. Oh, 97, that's a long life. So, yeah. It's also hard, like when that generation passes on, then suddenly we're the generation, we're like, ah, damn. Now I've got to be the matriarch and patriarch of the family too, and it feels like more responsibility. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to just maybe he has money problems. But you're like, see, it's funny because in your last reading, something when money is coming to you and it's affecting your children. So I feel like this is all you, and this is all him. Maybe he's embarrassed about a situation, and also y'all are distant. But I wouldn't give up entirely, and I wouldn't too feel like it was a true rejection of any sort, because it doesn't feel that way exactly. It feels too ambiguous to be, yeah, he don't like you. It feels like there's so much going on. There's so much going on. It's more to it than meets the eye is what I'm feeling. So, and I feel like it's gonna get cleared up. Yeah, I think there's money on the way for you. Here it looks like it. Looks like it. Wonder, oh, maybe like his siblings. Maybe he had issues with siblings. Maybe that person was a sibling that answered. Who knows? But anyway, you got the point. All right. Oh, he doesn't have sibling, but he has a kid. Does he have a child? A son? Yeah, I think it might have been. Sounds like something my older son would have easily done, and he was close to my dad. I don't know if Charlie's kids were close to. I mean, my dad wasn't 97 when he passed. My aunt, my auntie Zaura was like late 90s and still was sad to, go, but I was kind of more happy about her. It's like she lived a beautiful life and she brought us so much joy, and she told me she was going to be my guardian angel when she passed. So I haven't really thought about that very much lately. I used to talk about her a lot because I used the Azawa ring as one of my markers, and I'd say, "Hey, that's Auntie Azawa. She's my guardian angel." Anyways, alrighty. Yeah. Hey, Pisces. Nope, you sure did. I'm right on you right now. And so let me reread your question. I have a cousin named Mika who's always snappy with me, wondering why she's like that with me and wondering her problem. Your cousin Mika. Let's see. Why does she act like that with you? Snappy Mika. Why are you so snappy? Let's see. Okay. You and Mika are women. Cousin Mika. Whoa, okay. We got the Knight of Air, Ten of Air, Page of Earth, Nine of Air. Okay. Knight of Air, Ten of Air, Page of Earth, Nine of Air. She's not getting a lot of sleep. That could do it. Maybe she drinks too much coffee and doesn't sleep very much. Maybe I see her as like she has lack mentality. Uh, in other words, when things happen to her, she's more like glass half empty kind of person. Does she seem like she complains a lot? Um, I just feel like she sees herself as having it hard, and maybe she sees you as not having it hard. Um, okay, there we go. And so Page of Earth could represent you. Maybe she sees you as cheerful, and that is already annoys her because she sees herself as not having enough. And she sees you as happy no matter what happens, right? Which is a good thing to be. But she feels like people should be mad, annoyed, pissed off for every little bad thing that happens to them. But she sees you, even in good times and bad times, you stay positive, and that's what bothers her. Aww, she went on a way off. That's not nice. I knew a person at work like that, like every day, how bad their life was, and I'm just like, I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, you poor person. I don't know how to talk to people when they talk like that. Um, so So the Knight of Air, I'm getting that. This is what I'm getting, that a lot of people I think she sees things in a very mental way, like very surface, like you're supposed to behave a certain way, and she's very like I guess she's critical or picky, or and also like she just thinks everything's supposed to go a certain way. Like what am I keep what I'm seeing, okay, I'm seeing that for instance, maybe I think part of her sees emotion as something that's unnecessary or wasted or whatever. um I maybe she's thinking that um and she just has a weird approach to life. Like, You know how people, okay, my dad's not really like her, but there's some things about her that remind me of him. So like he was very negative, and he used to tell me that um he's like, you're not being realistic. And that seems so important to him, being realistic. And I'm like, I even back in those days, there's a part of me that felt like, well, what is reality? Reality is what we make of it. Certainly, you can interpret your surroundings and things that are happening to you in any way you want to, but whatever. But he always wanted to interpret everything as some kind of failing, some kind of downfall, some kind of misery, some kind of thing that wasn't working right. Even when he was successful, there were fleeting moments of success and joy. He could get happy in a moment, but then it would pass. Want something to complain about. I just feel like he felt like, I feel like saw that it was he was afraid to be foolish. And I think it would be something very much like what she's going through, Mina. She doesn't want to be foolish. Yes, organized, structured, everything just so. Um, Stepping out of certain boundaries is, people will laugh at me. People will see me as less than or inferior or foolish. She's a lot of pride and ego, a lot. People who have a lot of ego and who are not very aware and a very high ego, they're the hardest ones to reach, the hardest ones to get to understand this world that we're in the spirit world, and a place that comes from heart and love and emotions and kindness and all of that. When they make ego the number one thing, she could be narcissistic too. A narcissist maybe. She could actually have some mental problems. I mean, I'm not gonna like diagnose her. I don't even know her, but sometimes like OCD qualities can be related to that a little bit. But that sounds like, if she's super neat, then she could be OCD. But I feel like is a lot based on fears of people disapproving of her, and so she goes to the other extreme. And so instead of giving anybody a chance to disapprove of her, then she sets boundaries, and this is how everybody's supposed to behave. And if you act like that, then you're crazy. I'm perfectly fine, and you're the crazy one. You're the weird one. You're out of bounds. You're doing this. You're being weird. You're being whatever. So in order to save her own face, basically. So that's kind of like she pushes against people because of her embarrassment of her, I mean, not embarrassment, yeah, fear of embarrassment, embarrassing herself, fear of feeling the fool, fear of failure. That's what my dad and she have in common, fear of failure. Yeah. And it, displayed in different ways. My dad wasn't a neat freak for sure. But yeah, that's, so it's very high in the fear of failure type of personality. So and I mean, I feel like I need give you a little bit more. How you can handle this person? How do you deal with them? Because it's hard, I mean, just being yourself is the best thing you can be, but like sharing like loving energy towards them, that that's all you can really do, but they're not going to receive it because they're, and then like trying to logically talk to them and tell them, like try them to see your point of view, that doesn't usually work too well either. A narcissist, you can't, it's very hard to talk to a narcissist. And so the best way is kind of like placate, like unless they can find their own. I don't even know, like I don't want to give any advice on that in mental health stuff on that in that situation because I really don't know. And I actually know people like that and I don't know how to deal with them. And I feel like with my dad, that's the way we treat Our whole lives were just kind of like, uh-huh, yeah, yeah, Dad, okay. We placated him, you know. We there was no point in pushing back on him because he was always right and he didn't really listen. Yeah, so I don't know. How do you do that? And how do you guide them to, like, how do you lead a horse to water? How do you guide them to help? There's when certain uh situations, like I see in mental health, there's some people that you can help, or you can help, you can find ways to guide them to their own truth. But in other cases, there's it's not very easy at all. So you said, I told her that with my success in my careers, I want to move to call, and she tried to plant doubt, little stuff like that. She stay in the same spot. I like to grow. Well, that's good. I mean, you do you, basically, Pisces. You gotta do you do you, but now you kind of know the important thing is where she's coming from. Like my dad, like there's that phrase they call it projection. My dad would project on me. And at first, the things he said to me hurt me very badly. But then later, when I found out it was called projection, where how he feels about himself is what he says to me, then I was able to take it and let it just kind of slip off my shoulders and not let it like sink in and hurt me. You know what I mean? So that's the only defense you have against a situation or a person like that, is if you know that they are not well, then that's the best. Then you just will not let them hurt you. If you can't, I mean, if you have a choice to be friends or not with this person, I mean, for your own for your own sanity, it might be best to keep some distance from her. But if you feel empathetic towards her and you feel like she needs somebody, some kind of friend in her life, just try to take the things she says with a grain of salt and don't let anything she says hurt you or plant doubts, because it's called projection, She's putting these things in your mind or in your head to because of her own self-worth issues and her ego issues. So let's just find out a little bit about you. Like, where are you growing? How's the growing going for you? I'm gonna give you a Seasons of the Witch. Oh, thank you, honey. You don't have to give me any more money. Thank you. All right. I want to know how things are going for you. Oh, you have another question? Okay, go for it. Oh, later? Well, you're the last on my list, so you can go ahead. Molasses and St. John's wort marigold. So this season for you, we have moving forward. When you move forward, you got to know where you're headed. Sometimes you might feel stuck, but you said you want to grow, so that's good. Just the fact that you want to grow is already a step in the right direction. So try to overcome any lack of motivation, or maybe this represents Mina and she has a lack of motivation. Maybe sometimes the best way to show people things, the best way to help people is to help them through example. So, walk the walk instead of talk the talk. You say, I do this, I do that, I do this. Instead of telling her what you do, show her what you do. Show her all the things that you do and how successful you are at doing those things and how things change for you in a good way. And then she'll believe you. She may not say she believes you, but she will see for herself. So that's a good thing too. Okay, so A coworker named Mildred tried to get me to do all the work, but I put my foot down. It's weird between us. Wondering what the cards say about Mildred. I now keep distance. Okay, let's see if. And so St. John's wort is. Ooh, this could be an answer to Mildred, because these are kind of like represent what's coming up this season. Um, mi- so I feel like there. I feel like certain people or surrounding you are kind of like energy vampires sucking you down. You really got to break free of these negative people because so you can grow, so you can flourish and do well. Their negative energy weighs on you, and I don't think it's good for you. This one is protection against dark forces. And St. John's wort and marigold repel negative, unwanted energies. So, um, your higher self chose this card because there's some negative energy swirling around you that are affecting your spiritual well-being. You may see this energy manifest in mood swings, nightmares, general low energy, or unexplained feelings of heaviness. We saw the nightmare card come out, the bad dreams or not sleeping good, and I thought that was Mina's energy, but maybe, like her energy and Mildred's energy, these are things that could affect your sleep. So it's important to like protect yourself against negative energy. Um take take a few moments to think about when you feel this energy the most. Does it happen just after visiting a particular person? Do you feel at home or work? Most people are not aware of how much energy they steal or the ways in which their low vibration affects others. It's important to hold space for the people you love and care about by listening and supporting them through tough times. But when a relationship becomes toxic, you may need to take extra steps to protect your energy. So, this could be a sign that somebody is actually causing you harm or wanting to. With both ladies, there could be a jealous energy, and when people are jealous of you, they try to bring you down to, their level or lower. They don't want you to succeed. So be aware, like sometimes negative, jealous energy can work that way. Um, there it feels, oh, this is difficult. There could be somebody spreading gossip or sabotaging your work or something like that, or trying to make ways to make you feel small and unworthy. And all of this has nothing really to do with you. It's their problem, right? Pay them no mind, but take steps to defend yourself if it comes to a point when they're gaining traction with their maliciousness. So, so you might want to get a little St. John's wort and marigold and keep it around. So I don't know. There's other potions and ways to protect yourself, and maybe there's things that we need to look up for you to see what would be a good talisman or something to protect. What I wear all the time is my evil eye bracelet, to protect from people's negative energies. So that's something. um, oh, because you didn't want to do all the work. Yeah, right. So keeping distant would be a good idea, but I feel like yeah, her energy even feels worse than than what's her name? Mika. Let me see. Let me see what you should do about her. But that card definitely feels like stepping away. Mildred. Stay away from people with M names. Okay, got 4 of air, 4 of swords. So Spirit is suggesting that instead of just stepping away from them, step into yourself, nourish yourself, do some meditation, um, and make some wishes because your dreams are going to come true. I feel like Spirit, you are very like you have a very high energy about you, and you're like beloved by the angels. You're kind of like in a high karma. And when people see like a positive person like you, they like to be energy vultures and suck you down. And it's almost like, you're too good or something. Like they don't like that. So so just continue to like meditate and see yourself, connect with yourself because spirit, the angels are saying this. Take a moment to visualize sitting with us face to face, brainstorming a perfect solution to your challenges. Keep a pen and paper nearby so that you can write it down. Be prepared for additional messages to come throughout your day. The angels really want to help and work with you on this situation, on all your situations. But anytime something comes up, um, this is about spirituality, answered prayers, and getting away from it all and needing more sleep. See, the sleep thing keeps coming up. So they want you to get more sleep. And then the 9 of water is really good. It's like things really coming in, coming around for you. The angels are saying the magic is going to happen. That's all you really need to know. Be in a space of gratitude and let yourself feel the joy of anticipation. So this is happiness, satisfaction with life, pride in your accomplishments, financial abundance, and having fun with it. I feel like you're so blessed, and you can't help other people's feelings, other people's jealousies, but you can protect yourself from any of their negativity, and you can walk away from negative people and meditate and find ways to create a bubble around you. Y Good night, Cheryl. Thank you for being here. So this is definitely wishes and dreams coming true, and magic coming back into your life, and feelings of joy and contentment are coming through. And even if you have these negative people around you, just instead of counting the negative people around you, count all your blessings, count all the good things that are around you, okay? Okay, Mika? I mean, Mika. Okay, Pisces. Yeah, and Mika too. You wherever you are out there, you need to count your blessings and being so negative. Good. Anything else that you need to know? Any other cards? I think that's the basic message there. If you would like, you can email me, and I can try to find some kind of meditation for you that has like a protective energy. I wish I could find that. Let me see if I can find something in this book, like a protective coat around you. That's what you need. Or maybe there's something that you know already that you've done before. Also, there's like bonus material. Anybody can scan this, get some bonus material. I don't know if you can scan it through here. See, normally they do have, there's some kind of, anyway, look up Saint John's wort and marigold and see if there's some kind of ritual or meditation combination ritual that you can use. Because I actually, where did I see that? I saw that somewhere. Here's it. I saw I read something about that once and can't remember where I read it. Well, not in here. Well, if I stumble upon it, maybe email me at here. Email me. Anybody has any more questions or you want to get a private reading, you can email me at artladyjas@gmail.com. And if you're interested in a private reading, I can send you a how-to and a price list. But if you're also interested in any kind of protection, spell, ritual, meditation, I can recommend different things to you. Also, in my playlists on my channel, you'll see this category called Great Info. The Great Info category has a lot of great info, a lot of nice meditations in there that you might like. Also, I've done a few meditations which are kind of amateur, but you know, you might like my meditations as well. But check out the playlist, my playlists, because I have a lot of different information in my playlist, the things that you might like to look into, different kinds of readings and different kinds of subject matter. I have a whole playlist when I very first started this channel, I talked mostly about books that I like. And so that's how that started. And then I got into my pick of cards. Anyways, but yeah, thank you all for being here. If there's anything else you need, Pisces, please do reach out to me because you're super generous tonight. And I feel like there's more ways that I want to help you, but I'm feeling like Spirit has more messages for you, but Spirit's got to show me, and I can't find the thing that I'm looking for. Find it, I will give it to you, but I need you to reach out to me so I can know where to send all this information. But thank you so much. And let me know in your email that you're Pisces 22. And yeah, I'll give you some more information from, I feel like there's something out there, something that they want to show you that will help protect you from this, because you don't need those kind of energies around you. And you're welcome. And thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you very, very much. And please check out the September reading. And if you have a twin flame, or even if you don't, and you just have a love interest or wanting a love interest, check out the latest twin flame reading that I put out. Whoop. Okay. This is my cue to close it out. My battery's dying. All right, good night, everybody. Sweet dreams. Until we meet again, faith, trust, and pixie dust.